Fear of failure. Who? Me? What? Yeah, it's like being branded the court jester or the fool on the hill or something else that your imagination is conjuring up. It's amazing what our brain will do to hold us back. So, did you know that according to a recent survey, a whopping 49% of Americans say that the fear of failure prevents them from achieving or revisiting their goals? Most people would rather imagine their goals and think about someday in the future, I will do that. But the problem is they never do because of that fear of failure. Think about that also from the perspective of that's almost 50% of the people in this country. Holy crap. I want you guys to keep listening because I'm going to share some steps on what you need to do to overcome your fear of failure. My name is Tracy Crossley, and I want to welcome you. I am an author, a podcast host, and I have been working with female leaders in terms of what they need to do to change their lives from the inside out and lead in an unlimited manner. I would say I'm the game changer. I'm also a behavior expert. Here's the deal. Most of us do not understand what drives us, okay? Here are some more alarming statistics for you. 90% of CEOs agree that the fear of failure is their main cause of distress above any other concern. That is crazy because that does not need to be an obstacle to being a good leader, right? But you can't just change your mind by saying, I'm going to change my mind. Another wonderful statistic, 46% of millennial moms often hold back their emotions due to fear of failure. Yes, well, it's not just the millennials, it is definitely other generations too. Hello. When it came to me, which I'm going to share, and by the way, before I forget, go ahead and click the subscribe button for more videos on how leaders can reinvent how they live from the inside out. Because basically, I can teach you how to be the best leader from the inside out. It's not about what the strategies are you do outside. It's about what you do inside. Okay? So anyways, back to me. I never would have said that years ago, by the way, but back to me. All right. I know how I used to feel that somebody actually trusted me. And I always felt like they would find out sooner or later they made a mistake if I failed. Oh my God, I made a mistake trusting Tracy with that client. She lost that client. She's a failure. She, was in charge of the P&L. Oh, she screwed that up too. She screwed up the business. She screwed up the job. She screwed everything up. She is such a failure. And I waited for that because I thought they're going to figure out I'm a lowly form of life. And it kept me from doing things, okay? Like being able to come on here and talk like I am about business. I have a huge business background. I do. I have a very deep business background. For years, I was like, no, I'm just going to focus on helping people as individuals and not in business. Without realizing, hey, I had built a business that was making $500,000 a year. Not bad. Not bad for one person. Not bad for now somebody having a team. And of course, we've grown from there. But it's the point of when these things started to become very clear to me, I thought, what am I doing? Why am I still fearing failure? And then I would think about, oh my God, if something happens and then everybody's going to blame me and they're going to think that I'm this horrible, business owner and blah, blah, blah. Like I could see all of these scenarios playing out literally for the longest time. And so I had to overcome my own fear of failure. But why do we have a fear of failure? So fear of failure is a driver. It drives you. It is extrinsic motivation in the ultimate degree. It has nothing to do with intrinsic motivation. To have intrinsic motivation means that you're operating whether you're going to fail or not. It's not the driver. The driver is, what do I actually connect with? What do I enjoy? What is the journey? I am aware and I'm present for that. Hard to do. Everybody says it, but you have to learn how to do it from the inside out or you're never going to accomplish that. So You can get stuck because you're weighing out options all the time, back and forth, back and forth. Oh no, I might fail this way, but I'm not going to fail that way. Oh my God, I might fail with anything I do. I better not take any risks whatsoever. And how do businesses grow that way? They don't. You need to take risks, right? So we look for possibly someone else to lead. We make excuses. We make up stories so we don't have to do anything that's out of our comfort zone. We look for somebody else who is inconsistent, and we go, okay, I'm not going to be like them. Okay, I'm going to try and do something different. And then we're inconsistent because we're not looking at the intrinsic. We're looking at the extrinsic as a model. Not going to work. You've got to trust yourself. And that's what's missing when it comes to the fear of failure. That's why you're fearful. And here's the other thing. Till you're dead, you haven't failed. Literally, you can pick yourself back up after some setback and you can go in a different direction. Guess what? I've done it a million times. And if I wouldn't have learned through having those setbacks, I wouldn't be here, okay? Because you can always do something as long as you're still breathing. How to start overcoming your fear of failure. When it comes to making decisions, you're going to have to go in a new direction. Oh, God, that feels hard, doesn't it? But here's the thing. You're going to have to. Not just to do it like, okay, I'm going to go and, take a completely crazy risk just because I need to do something different. Well, that's not going to help you. That's not going to get you anywhere. And you're just going to feel like crap. So don't do that. Okay. You have to actually look at what is it I want to do that I refuse to do, but I know that I want to do, and do it. How hard is it? Well, you can take little baby steps. If you take baby steps rather than big steps, it's not so daunting. It doesn't feel so scary. You want to play it out. How am I going to feel if this doesn't work out and goes the way I want it to? Can I let go of that and just say okay to it? And that's what I do. I let go all the freaking time. I do not hold on to this. And the reason I don't hold on to it is I don't have control over the results. Sure, I can put things in a certain place, and then all I can do is hope everybody does what they're supposed to, and I do too. Yes, I can manage things, but I cannot control things. Two different things. If you think management and control are the same thing, we need to talk, okay? All right, what else about how to start overcoming this fear of failure? When you allow yourself to feel your feelings, the feelings that you're running from, that you're avoiding, like what it's going to feel like if it doesn't work out. See, a lot of times people don't realize that in business, emotions are running it. Okay, so how am I going to feel if we lose $10 million? I'm going to feel horrible. So maybe I won't make that decision. You look at anything financial and people say, oh, it's a logical decision. I call bullshit on that because there are feelings. You're afraid of the feeling of whatever that loss could be in seeing yourself as a failure. It's the feelings we fear because the actual reality of it may be something totally different. It's how you're going to feel that you run from. So you want to stop running from it, stop avoiding those feelings, and get into those feelings. So the other thing is, not looking at circumstances and looking at what is the actual issue I have about, let's say, making a choice that might be out of the realm of what I usually do, a risk, right? What is it? What is that I want to do? And what is the circumstance I'm afraid is going to happen? Again, going back to what am I going to end up feeling? The other thing is about acceptance of what you can control. See, for me, I used to be overly responsible for everything, like feeling like I had to be in control of everything, even things I couldn't control. And that was a total joke, like a joke, because it was a waste of my energy. And as a leader, you don't want to waste that energy. You want to put your energy and your focus where you can make the most difference. Controlling other people and controlling circumstances are not going to do it. You want to have self-responsible people who feel they can rise up, they can be independent and interdependent as a team. You want them to feel trusted because when they do, they're going to perform in a way that they won't if you're micromanaging the crap out of them. Nobody performs well when they're being micromanaged. Why? You may as well do it yourself. And for some of you, that may be what you want because that way you're thinking, I won't fail. But here's the thing. You still can fail because again, you still only have control over your choices, what you do, what you say, what you feel, what you think. That's it. nothing else. Okay? So, failure, again, is not permanent, and you can come around and you can pivot. And sometimes we can see the failure coming. Oh shit, that didn't work out. What can I do? Not to comply, not to get everything back to where it was, but what can I do to move forward? What can I do to be a game changer? Those are the kind of choices that I love and I've made in my own business. There have been times where I thought I should just shut this business down, and I didn't shut it down. In fact, I did the opposite. I did the scary thing. And I thought, screw it. If I'm going to fail, I'm going to go out with flames. And you know what? I didn't. And you know what? My business grew from that. So I have learned in the God knows how many years I've been in business, not just this business, but as an adult working and having had other businesses, how I don't care about failure anymore. It is not a tattoo on my forehead. I'm not branded with it. I have to get up and I've got to keep going and I have to keep doing, and that is up to me and it's up to you. So just remember, you have the power to live your life as a leader and not have failure be the thing that holds you back from being unlimited in how you think and what you do. Okay? All right, so it's not going to be easy, but the next time you have the fear of failure when needing to make a decision, stop for a second, breathe, slap yourself, do something, okay? I'm kind of kidding. Do something that kind of snaps you out of the repetitive thinking in your head. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Right? Allow yourself to feel instead. So you get out of your head, get in your body, find the physical sensations. This is not meditation, by the way. Please do not mistake it for that. Get in your body, find those physical sensations. What am I going to feel if it doesn't work out? Is it going to kill me? No. Not that you're going to come to that answer by your head, because if you do, you're not doing anything. You're just regurgitating what I'm saying. Feel it, okay? Come to a place of acceptance and feel your way through it. You can take the risk, and you may want to hold your breath. You may have a panic attack, but take the risk, okay? Risk is not stupid. Risk is just different. If you're taking a stupid risk, putting those two words together, then that's something else you need to look at, which is outside of this video, because then you are creating your failure on purpose, and you may not realize it. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. And what I would love for you to do is click the subscribe button so you can always get my information on a weekly basis about what I'm putting out there. And of course, I want you to give me topics. Do you have topics you want to hear on from my perspective and my knowledge? Go ahead and leave it wherever you happen to find this video. And of course, I have a free download that is all about your inner dictator and getting rid of that jackass. Because really, having that voice in your head, especially going, you're a failure, you're going to be a failure, you don't need it. And there is a way to get rid of it. And if you follow these steps that I've given you today, this is just a start. But it's a start in getting rid of your inner dictator. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.